Hello, McGrawsville. Russ Dick here to offer some encouragement. I title my talk, Try Not to Let the Coronavirus Steal Your Joy. Joy is an important aspect of Christianity. It's one of the ways that we express our excitement over our salvation and the excitement we share with others who have been saved. And that's kind of a word, it's kind of a Christian meaning to the word joy. Joy is mentioned in the Bible 242 times. A couple of my favorite places, and these are things that we can use, I think, today. Romans 12:12 says, "Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer." All three of those things we can do while we're in this trial. Another one is Philippians 2:2. "Then make my joy complete by being like-minded, having the same love, being in the same spirit and of one mind." And then one of them that I really enjoy is James 1 verses 2 and 3, which is talking about trials and temptations. "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." Two concerns about how someone could steal your joy. During this time, there are people that are very fearful for their physical health, for that of their friends and family, for not knowing what the future may intend for them from the standpoint of income and resources. And some of those are legitimate, but do not let those steal your joy. Don't let them be so concerning to you that you're unhappy all the time and unable to share your Christian joy. Suggestion for that is to abide in the Lord. Read Scripture. Lay your troubles at the foot of the cross and be rested and be rejuvenated. And try not to focus on fear. Same thing, the other one, my concern is anger. Some people are angry because of the whole situation, or because they think that the government's handling everything wrong, or because they're forced to wear a mask, or because they have forced to be around other people that wear a mask, or just because of the things they can't do. Again, anger can steal your joy. Don't allow anger to steal your joy. As a matter of fact, you think of all the wonderful things that have happened or that are occurring as a result of this virus. One of them that I really enjoy, and a lot of others I know enjoy, is the humor that you see in social media. One guy said, "Who'd have thought that my government would have encouraged me to wear a mask to go to the bank to get money?" Another one said, "Who would have thought that on April 15th my government would have been sending me money?" And then someone lamented that their most useless purchase of 2019 was their 2020 planner, which brings another joy to me, is not having pretty much anything on my calendar. I can kind of do anything I want, that you can do in this time, anytime, and I enjoy that. Another benefit, a lot of people have been able to spend a lot more time with their families. And a lot of the families have been very creative in enjoying that time. Some people have become teachers and babysitters as a result, and I'm sure there's good and bad that goes along with that. I've learned, and several other people have learned, some new electronic skills for maintaining relationships, and I've learned that I can live without sports and restaurants and theaters and concerts and other things that have been a big part of my life. I've learned to go to church without going to the building. Same thing with the schools. The schools have learned how to produce education without going to the school buildings. I think a lot of people's diet has improved. Yard work is getting done, and a lot of the yards around me look really good. On Sunday I can now go to several church services instead of just one. Not to say that I'm not excited about being able to get back to our church and fellowship with the folks that I'm not seeing on a daily basis. Personally, I've learned a lot about pandemics, and I've kind of enjoyed the psychology of that and what's been successful in previous pandemics and what's been, horrible, what people have done, or things that have spread the pandemic beyond what it could have been. So try not to be fearful. Try not to be angry. Show grace to others. Social distancing, the wearing of masks and gloves, and all those things are done for your protection so that we can get through this more successfully. And in spite of the fact that you might disagree with those things, we are permitted to share grace so that we can maintain our joy, because the anger or the fear will make us unhappy. We need to maintain that happiness and that joy so that others are curious about what causes us to be happy, what causes our joy, and come with us to church to investigate. Have a wonderful day, McGrawsville.